Welcome to the History of Indonesia.
Imagine a land where emerald isles rise from the ocean, their shores fringed with pristine beaches, and their interiors cloaked in lush rainforests. This is Indonesia, an archipelago of over 17,000 islands, a symphony of natural wonders that captivate the senses. Volcanoes pierce the sky, their slopes carpeted in vibrant green rice paddies, while ancient temples, weathered by time, stand as silent sentinels to a rich and storied past. From the bustling streets of Jakarta to the tranquil beauty of Bali, Indonesia, is a land of contrasts, a vibrant tapestry woven from a rich cultural heritage and breathtaking natural beauty. Join us as we embark on a journey through time, exploring the fascinating story of Indonesia, from its ancient origins to its vibrant present. Our journey begins in a time shrouded in mist, long before written records, when the first humans navigated the treacherous seas to reach these shores. Archaeological evidence suggests that Homo erectus, an early ancestor of modern humans, arrived in Indonesia over 1 million years ago. These intrepid explorers, known as Java Man, left behind stone tools and fossils. New waves of migrants brought knowledge of agriculture, pottery, and metalworking. These skills allowed for the development of more settled communities. The fertile volcanic soil provided ideal conditions for cultivating rice. Evidence of early human settlements can be found scattered across the archipelago. These remnants offer glimpses into the lives of Indonesia's earliest inhabitants. They whisper of a time when humans lived in harmony with nature. As centuries melted into millennia, powerful kingdoms emerged across the Indonesian archipelago, each leaving an indelible mark on the nation's history. The rise of these kingdoms, fueled by trade, agriculture, and strategic alliances, ushered in an era of unprecedented prosperity and cultural achievement. From the Buddhist Srivijaya Empire, which dominated maritime trade routes for centuries, to the Hindu Majapahit Kingdom, whose influence stretched across much of Southeast Asia, these early polities laid the foundation for Indonesia's enduring legacy as a center of trade, culture, and power. The Srivijaya Empire, centered in Sumatra, rose to prominence in the 7th century CE. Known for its naval prowess and control over vital sea lanes, Srivijaya became a major hub for trade between China, India, and the Middle East. Further east, on the island of Java, the Majapahit Kingdom emerged as a dominant force in the 14th century. Founded by the legendary warrior king Raden Wijaya, Majapahit expanded its reach through a combination of military might and shrewd diplomacy, uniting much of the Indonesian archipelago under its rule. The Majapahit era is often regarded as a golden age in Indonesian history, marked by economic prosperity, artistic flourishing, and the development of a sophisticated legal and administrative system. The magnificent temple complex of Borobudur, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, stands as a testament to the architectural genius and spiritual devotion of the Sailendra dynasty, who ruled over central Java before the rise of Majapahit. These kingdoms, with their vibrant courts, bustling ports, and enduring legacies, laid the groundwork for the Indonesia we know today. The allure of Indonesia's spices drew traders and adventurers from distant lands. Cloves, nutmeg, and mace grew abundantly in the Maluku Islands, known as the Spice Islands. Arab traders arrived in the 7th century bringing spices and their faith. Islam spread throughout the archipelago, blending with local beliefs. European powers arrived in the 16th century, seeking to control the spice trade. The Portuguese, Spanish, Dutch, and British established trading posts and colonies. The spice trade brought wealth, but also had negative impacts on local communities. The quest for spices shaped Indonesia's destiny for centuries to come. Section 5. A colonial shadow descends. The late 16th century brought the Dutch East India Company, known as the VOC, to Indonesia. Driven by profit, the VOC began its journey across the archipelago. Using military force and economic dominance, it subdued local rulers. The VOC aimed to secure a monopoly over the spice trade. It implemented forced labor and crop cultivation. Farmers were coerced into growing cash crops like coffee and sugar. This exploitation planted the seeds of resentment and resistance. In 1619, Batavia, now Jakarta, became the VOC's capital. Despite resistance, the VOC's dominance seemed unshakable. By the late 18th century, the VOC was bankrupt and dissolved. The Dutch government then took control, starting the Dutch East Indies era. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more amazing content. The 19th century witnessed a profound transformation in the Indonesian consciousness, as centuries of colonial exploitation fueled the emergence of a nascent nationalist movement. The Dutch colonial government implemented exploitative policies that impoverished the indigenous population. Forced labor, high taxes, and restrictions on education created widespread resentment and a growing desire for self-determination. Inspired by Enlightenment ideals, a new generation of Indonesian intellectuals and activists emerged, challenging Dutch rule. Through newspapers and clandestine meetings, these nationalists advocated for greater autonomy and independence. Join us in exploring more about Indonesia's rich history and the spirit of its people. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for the next chapter of this incredible journey. The outbreak of World War II and the subsequent Japanese occupation of Indonesia from 1942 to 1945 proved to be a pivotal turning point. The Japanese, eager to secure Indonesian resources, initially presented themselves as liberators from Dutch colonialism. They promised independence and encouraged Indonesian nationalism. The Japanese occupation, while brutal, inadvertently fueled the fires of Indonesian independence. They allowed Indonesians to hold positions of authority and permitted the use of the Indonesian language in official settings. This experience, coupled with the widespread suffering endured under Japanese rule, solidified the Indonesian people's resolve to break free. On August 17, 1945, just days after Japan's surrender, Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta proclaimed Indonesia's independence. The proclamation declared Indonesia a free and independent nation, no longer subject to foreign domination. After gaining independence in 1945, Indonesia embarked on a remarkable journey of nation-building, overcoming significant challenges to emerge as a vibrant democracy and a major player on the global stage. Despite these obstacles, Indonesia has made tremendous strides in recent decades. Since the fall of the authoritarian Suharto regime in 1998, Indonesia has undergone a remarkable democratic transition. This democratic progress has been accompanied by impressive economic growth. Indonesia today is a land of striking contrasts, where ancient traditions coexist alongside modern skyscrapers, and where diverse cultures blend to create a unique and dynamic society. As the world's largest archipelago nation and home to the world's third-largest democracy, Indonesia stands at a crossroads, poised to play an increasingly important role in shaping the 21st century. With its strategic location at the heart of Southeast Asia, its abundant natural resources, and its young and growing population, Indonesia is well positioned to become a major player in global affairs. Indonesia is a founding member of ASEAN, promoting economic integration, political cooperation, and peaceful conflict resolution. As a champion of multilateralism, Indonesia has been a vocal voice in global forums, addressing pressing issues such as climate change and sustainable development. Indonesia's rich cultural heritage continues to captivate the world. The journey ahead will be filled with both opportunities and obstacles. But one thing is certain: Indonesia, with its dynamic spirit and vibrant cultures, is a nation to watch on the world stage. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Indonesia. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for future notifications. See you next time.